We got no Brendan today.
Yeah.
So here we are. No, I don't remember what he had a scheduling thing. I don't remember. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Dude, honestly, he was like, can we do it later? I was like, no. And he was like, all right, well, you guys you're on it, so we're on it.
Oh, Brendan Schaub, you can't be late if you don't show up to your own podcast. Yep, that's right. This was the latest episode of the Golden Hour podcast starring Brendan Schaub, who was not there, Chris the Teenage Diddler, and Erik Griffin. Papa just doesn't care. In fact, none of them do. They're only there for ad read money. It's exactly why the show has zero chemistry. 4 hours of podcasting per week is a beast. Civilians would not understand, trust me. It's just a matter of time. There's no way this nonsense remains profitable, right? The ads have to stop eventually, right? I believe there's a podcast bubble, but it'll burst soon. These guys are just like when PCs were coming out and any half-wit who could plug a PC was making money in IT. Advertisers will soon catch on to who the effective podcasters are. The ones not using bots and with actual viewers. And the bubble will burst for setups like Thick Boy Studios. The idiot was once again handed an opportunity on a silver platter. He could have had a 4-hour work week, save up the money from this bubble, then retire early and live very comfortably for the rest of his life. Instead, Brendan's burning all his money and will need to be bailed out by his dad for the rest of his life. They're literally saving Western civilization from the woke, thank 'em. And it's like these two dipshits in Chris D'Elia and Erik Griffin are doing court-ordered community service. The only people that watch this absolute train wreck at this point have got to be us, meaning the homeless cats over at the Fighter and the Kid subreddit and this channel, talking about black belt and podcasting, B. And you can tell, Chris D'Elia, Erik Griffin, they don't even like Baba. The energy is through the roof on this podcast. Nothing else they would rather be doing. But come on, guys, that's not nice. We all know Brendan is at home mourning the 18-year anniversary of not getting drafted into the NFL. He never missed an episode. The hardest working man in both stand-up comedy and podcasting. Anyhow, these two and Chris D'Elia and Erik Griffin get a little bit looser. And I think Brendan Schaub is going to have a stern talking to with his employees when he gets back. You better watch what you say, Teenage Diddler. And same to you, Montez. Check this out.
Yeah.
Brendan's going to be so mad he missed all this peace talk.
That is true. And you know what, honestly? Thank God he's not on this one.
Because then, he'd just be like interjecting a lot.
Yeah, interjecting about, he's probably got a regular penis, He seems like he's got a penis that's just pretty regular. You laughing because you think that too, right? Yeah.
It would just... I don't know. I would just imagine what he would be saying right now. He's just so, you know what I mean? What else we got, Nikki?
When Brendan said years ago that he gave Chin a talking to because Clint had the audacity to ask Baba what the problem was when Brendan texted him in a manner that Chin thought crossed the line, Schaub explained to Chin that this was how he talks. And if he had a problem with that, that was on Chin. This is when I realized that on top of everything inherently wrong with Brendan Schaub, he is also a straight-up narcissist, toxic, gaslighting employer. He loves punching down, just loves it. Brendan text messages like a tough guy, walking into the office wondering why everyone hates him. He does not care about anyone else, including the thickies who got riveting office planning podcast discussion. And watching this video clip, what the F does Mr. Potato Head Erik Griffin press at the end? I know Chris D'Elia has an oops button as merch. My legit thought is it was a Brian Callen mooing button. Speaking of which, why did Brian Callen do that? I personally think subconsciously Brian Callen is trying to get away from Brendan Schaub, like he did with the group of friends that he replaced with Joe Rogan, Chris D'Elia, then Brendan Schaub. Brian Callen is also psychosexually attracted to large, overbearing men because he failed to live up to his emotionally unavailable dad's larger-than-life image. It's also why 75% of the things Brian Callen talks about are related dedicated to being a man or being tough. Talking about Jordan Peterson, B. Come on, Bubba. And what's the point of this crap, meaning the Golden Hour podcast here? Nobody wants to be there. Nobody's watching. Utter disappointment and failure over and over again. I mean, it's insane that this is a show and people get money to be involved. Genuinely feels like a scam or some sort of tax loophole at this point. I suspect what is happening is that Thick Boy Studios, as part of their deal with Podcast One Cast, are required to continue making content for a certain period of time. To be eligible for the equity payout, we know for a fact he is looped into. The 1-year anniversary of the deal is in September. So if the shows are gone shortly after, that we will know it was a 1-year cliff on the equity. It would perfectly explain why they keep doing these shows despite it being clear they hate being there. Best brains for the business. And trust me, you can tell Chris D'Elia and Erik Griffin hate him, meaning Bappa. Everyone does. The only thing that makes it occasionally entertaining is Chris D'Elia and Erik Griffin making fun of Brendan Schaub to his face without him even realizing it. This is it. They don't like him, but also know Bappa's super sensitive. So the game is slipping in jabs he doesn't notice. Yeah, it's pretty entertaining and hilarious. And it's funny how these two, a la Chris D'Elia and Erik Griffin, are real now and just speaking in full sentences. What I find interesting is when Brain Dumb Dead is in the room, all conversation stops and halts. It's just managing the special needs stand-up comedian. Because you know, every time a sentence is started, the dummy Schaub will jump in with a stream of consciousness rant that lowers everyone in the room. How they and D'Elia and Erik Griffin interact now when they can be real shows they're totally there for the paycheck. They didn't have the 90s hype man Brendan in there trying to finish everyone else's sentences. Anyhow, let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below, because that's what truly matters, even though we don't matter. But hey guys, do me a huge favor and hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. I really do appreciate that if you would. Also push that notification bell so you know when new videos come out. Otherwise, I'll see all of you in the next video. Thank you.
Like, but the Balenciaga one, Jesus Christ.